Good morning, everyone. Here we have the next question, that is question number 3B and 4B for second internals. So the question is to find the centroid of the given figure. It may be a cutout section or it may be a full section where you need to find out. So here I am going to show you or explain it to you with an example of a cutout section that is given here. So you need to find the centroid of this particular shaded region. Okay, all the dimensions are given here. Okay, so in such a type of question, the first thing you need to know is what is the centroid of each and every regular figure. So let us go to that first. So when you have a rectangle, the centroid of a rectangle is exactly at the center because it's a symmetrical figure. If length is L and the width is B, so L by 2 and B by 2. So suppose if I consider an axis here, I can show it to you. At this corner, if I am considering one axis, see the axis here, like this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis, then the distance from this y-axis to this is the x bar, and from distance from this x-axis to the y bar, to G, is the y bar. So that is, this is L by 2 and this is B by 2. Okay, same way for triangle, the centroid is 1 by 3 and 2 by 3 according to the distance, if you are taking it to the height or if you are taking it to the base length. Okay, and next we have the semicircle. This is d by 2 and this is 4r by 3 pi. And when we have a triangle like this is b by 2 and this is h by 3, so obviously this is going to be 2h by 3. And when you have a quarter circle, this is also 4r by 3 pi, this is also 4r by 3 pi. That means x bar and y bar in a quarter circle is same. So these things you should be knowing in order to proceed with the problem. So the first step in the problem is we need to divide the given figure into regular figures. So here, as you can see in the question, there are three figures here: one big rectangle, a small rectangle, and a semicircle. So I have divided and marked this as 1, this is 2, and this is 3. I have not marked it, I guess I have forgot to mark it, but you can mark it. This is 1, 2, 3. I have marked the centroid of each G1, G2 and G3. Next step is select the reference axis 1, 1 and 2, 2 as shown. But make sure while selecting the reference axis, if it's sometimes the reference axis will be given in the figure. If it's not given, what you need to do is you need to select it such that the whole figure lies in first quadrant, so that we get only positive values, and it should touch the leftmost and the bottommost corner of the figure, so that whole figure will be lying in first quadrant. If the axis is not given, if the reference axis is given, if you need to take negative values, then you will have to obviously take negative values. Okay, so first let's find this is the first steps. After that, you need to draw a column like this, making component area x, y, ax and ay. Why we are doing this? Because we know the equation of x bar is sigma ax by sigma a, and of y bar is sigma ay by sigma a. Okay, so we need to find here x bar and y bar, that is centroid of the whole shaded region. So the components I have written here: rectangle, rectangle and semicircle. And area of rectangle is length into breadth. So big rectangle, small rectangle, I think you can write this easily. Now what is x distance for the big rectangle and the small rectangle and semicircle? First we will see the x. Okay, I will be explaining it here only. So for the big rectangle, as you can see, the x will be from this particular y-axis till this distance. Okay, this is the x distance. So this will be, total is 47, so 47 by 2. Now the x distance for the second rectangle is again from the same axis. Make sure you take it from the axis only always, from here till G2. So that is 47 plus this distance total is 37, so 35 by 2. So 47 plus 35 by 2. Now for semicircle, it is from here again from the axis to the center of this. So that distance is given here already, that is 27 mm. So you got all the three x distances. Now same way we need to find the y distances. So y distance will be obviously from the x-axis. So the first rectangle, the y distance is, wait, I'll be showing it. The y distance is this, from x-axis to G1, and that is total height is 40, so 40 by 2. Now for the second one, it is from here to the x-axis. Make sure you always take from the axis. That is why we are taking it as a reference axis. So this will be 13 plus this total is 27, so 27 by 2, because it's obviously going to be in the center. For rectangle, because it's a symmetrical figure. So you need to know the basic equations of rectangle, triangle, semicircle, quarter circle to do such problems. Then only you can apply the formulas. Okay. Now third case is of a semicircle, you need the distance from here, from G3 to the x-axis. Okay. So, but normally when you have a semicircle, you know the distance from here to here, correct? This small distance from here to here, you know that already. As I can show it to you, see, that distance is 4r by 3 pi, which means that this particular distance is known. It's ulta, right? Okay. So this distance is 4r by 3 pi. Correct. That is 4r by 3 pi. But I need distance from here to G3. So total is 40. So 40 minus 4r by 3 pi will give me the distance from this particular x-axis to G3. So 40 minus 4r by 3 pi, r is 20. Okay. So that is the y distances for all the three cases. Now you got the x distances and the y distances. The next step is you need to find ax and ay. Just multiply this column and this column, you'll get ax. This column and this column, you'll get ay. Find it. Now finally, when you're taking summation of a, summation of ax, summation of ay, instead of adding all the three, it's a cutoff section here, right? So instead of adding all the three, we need to find for this particular shaded region, right? This whole shaded region, excluding the semicircle. So in that case, we need to add these two rectangles and subtract the semicircle. So 1 plus 2 minus 3 is the case here. Okay, so as you can see, I have done 1 plus 2 minus 3 and found out sigma a, sigma x and sigma ay. Just check it. And then x bar you can directly substitute in the formula 40.14 and y bar is this answer 19.5. I hope it's clear. It's very simple, directly applying the formula, and you should know the formulas of each regular figure to proceed with this. So I hope it's clear. So do well for exam. All the best. Thank you.